a staple, by the way. I have to put something to ship somewhere. So, not sure if I will be able to use this box for a very long time. As in the context of this, I mean. But there's another word I have come across with recently. Well, I have come across, I already came across with it before, but I didn't really think about it. But recently, when I came across it again, recently as in yesterday, when I came across it again, I decided to really think about that word. 2 words. Idealize, mythologize. Idealize and mythologize. So just to be sure, because sometimes I think I know the meaning of a word, but then it turns out I don't. Just to be sure that I really know the meaning, I looked it up, and yes, the assumption that I have in my brain is correct. And that's another thing that I somehow find very strange, that because it's used, the sentence that I came across with was used something like this. Oh, this person really is very good at idealizing and mythologizing himself or something. And it's under the one interview of one artist that really inspires me. The courage of this person as an artist is very inspiring to me. The courage and the freedom and just the way he perceives things and challenges what's normal or what could sell. He always challenged the world around him. So that for me is very inspiring. So I really thought about those 2 words, the idealizing and mythologizing oneself. Because when I think about it, let's go down to the very start of a person. Yeah, let's go down to the very start of a person. Very, very beginning of a life of a person. Yeah, the cells meet, yes, the cells meet, and then the growth happens. And then at some point, the person comes out of the mother, and then here you are, a person. That's a blank person. That's a blank baby. And then what does the world do with it? Well, you write a birth certificate for the baby, and of course, if you have a form as in a form of paper with lines and letters, a form, you have to put something on it. You cannot leave it blank because that's what they require. There has to be something. There has to be a name of the baby. You write name, whatever you think of. Name of the baby, parents of the baby. What else? Place of birth of the baby. Nationality of the baby. Date of birth of the baby. Time of birth. Hospital where it was born. What else you put in the birth certificate? Yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, what I can remember so far. The gender of the baby you put. Religion or not. Maybe not. I cannot remember my birth certificate. What is in there? What is in there? I forgot. I guess. The entirety. But yeah, that's, you have to put something. You have to put something to think that this baby is just, you don't even know if this baby has been exchanged with the other babies, because that can happen. The babies can be switched. That has happened a lot, as we have seen, right? We have seen it happen multiple times, way too many times, that the baby has been switched, and yet you give it its identity. You put your idea of it on paper, and then there you go, that's your child. So now I think of the word idealizing or mythologizing. I'm like, who's really idealizing who here? Because that's just a blank baby. You don't even know where the soul of that baby comes from. But since this is how it works in this world, we put our own idea of what the baby is, and we put it on paper. And maybe the soul of that baby is not even, maybe in the soul manufacturing department outside of the earth before the babies come here. They play the prank. Oh, what if we put the soul that is compatible in the X galaxy, in the X planet, or blah, 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 planet, in the blah, blah, galaxy. We put it on the baby that's supposed to be delivered to Earth. What if? And then they do it. Then your baby arrives, and the soul of that baby is not meant for the Earth. It's meant for the blah, blah, galaxy, blah, blah, planet, to be specific. And then here it is. And then you still create a birth certificate for it because the form is Earth form of the baby. So even before that baby can speak, someone has already idealized it. And then, when the baby, for example, this baby who already has a birth certificate, who's just a prank for, who's originally meant and compatible to be at the blah, blah, planet, but some things made the prank to deliver it to Earth in Earth form through a flesh of a baby, a person, a human. Yes, this person grows and decides that, well, this birth certificate, it doesn't feel honest to who I am. So I'm gonna take charge of what feels right with my soul. So he does. And then some people will see it, and they would comment, well, he's really good at idealizing himself or mythologizing himself. So you see how it is. the moment that that person really took charge of his identity, of what he wants to wear or what he wants to present himself as, what feels true to him, what feels honest, or and put it in visual form, suddenly now he's idealizing himself or mythologizing himself. It doesn't feel right. Because to me, I don't see this person as mythologizing or idealizing himself. I just saw that he responded to the calling that he had in his soul. He just translated it into material form, in earth form, if you may. In visual form. Because you can always feel things within, and sometimes you decide not to show it even though you know some truths. But sometimes you decide to have fun and actually show it. And I don't see it as mythologizing or idealizing. I see it as speaking, actually. I see it as speaking what feels true, despite what the world may think or what's considered as the norm of the times that the person found himself in. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that person really had gone past the 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 desire to be understood, I guess. Because yeah, that person is definitely wiser than me, and at this point in my life I have also gone past the point of the desire to be understood. I'm for sure that person have already had walked past it already also. Because I guess that's something that naturally happens. At some point you really try. You really try. You try very hard to be understood. But then when you reach a certain line or point or your certain limitations, you kind of just accept the fact that, well, maybe I don't need that anymore. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's more fun. Yeah, maybe it's more fun to not always explain everything